Well, good evening. I don't know if it's working on Instagram. We had some troubleshooting with the whiskey, not whiskey, and I'm not drunk, with the White Keys vodka. Max was live with me and I think there was some trouble on Instagram, so I don't know if it's working. I'll be back in 5 minutes on White Keys vodka with Max. So we're going to talk about the new spritzer that just came in at the SAQ. It's called Les Îles Spritz. It's very, very good. You drink that like super easily. Watch out, it's 7% alcohol. And the White Keys vodka with Amaro from Quebec. That's going to be on White Keys vodka live in 5 minutes. Just flash course very quickly on the Quebec red wine. Usually people don't know red coming from Quebec. We know the white wines, we know of course the cider, beer that are extraordinary, great spirits, bubbles, rosé, but then the red, ton live à 5, pas réussi à le trouver. Non, Nicolas, Instagram was dead, so we're gonna try to do it like in 5 minutes. On va essayer de le faire dans 5 minutes, so White Keys live. Otherwise, it's going to be tomorrow. So the flash course today will be on Pinot Noir. Yes, we do have Pinot Noir in Quebec, which is very good. It's very young. For those of you who love Pinot, of course, you're going to love Burgundy. Hi to everyone. And if you speak French, it's going to be at 6 o'clock live, like every day. But in English, I'm very happy. There's few people, but it's getting there. So if you share, if you do a little heart, a little like, we're going to have more and more people out there. So much so that my friend from London just asked me to do something with them. So it's fun because it connects the entire world together. I'm very happy about that, you know. So for those of you who doesn't know that we make great Pinot, I was saying that we do in Quebec. It's quite new, actually. Oh, hi, now I see it. I see the action coming. Domaine St-Jacques is one of my favorite. Why? They really work the product very well. Luc Roland, which make the wines, and Yvan Quirillon, which invest a lot of money. He's the owner, the president of the Association of Wine in Quebec. And what's interesting is that people tell me, you know, Jess, sometimes I don't like the red in Quebec. Two things. You need time to grow, okay, a good vines. So within a few years, it's not enough to have like a texture, concentration. You need time. And Pinot Noir, and you need time to find the right grape for the right soil. And Pinot Noir is doing very good here, which is good because it's one of my favorite grapes. If you look at the color, the question was, I always answer one question from the public. And the question was yesterday, what is it about tannin? What is it like tannin? What does it mean, basically? Tannins, think about a tea. When you drink a cup of tea, it's really, really dry, okay? Your tongue becomes very dry. It gives structure. You get tannins, think of, how do you call that, Granada apple? You get some tannins in the wood. You get some tannin on the little piece of wood, you know, that hold on like the cluster of grapes, and the skin and the seeds. So tannin, basically, it's like a muscle. It gives structure, backbone to the wine. And Pinot Noir's got a very thin skin. So usually it's always light in color. So this is why you're going to have like a very light color. Never something very dense and intense like a Cabernet Sauvignon, for instance. And you want, I'm just going to swirl it around. I chose a bigger glass, okay? Because for Pinot Noir, you need, I call that my stage, just like a singer. Est-ce que tu fais les lives juste en anglais? Non, Stéphanie, it's going to be, ça va être à 6 heures en français. So it's going to be salut. It's at 6 o'clock in French. I always do it in English because since everybody is confined at home, I want everybody to know about wine, which is good. So if you know people that speak English or prefer English, well, that's fine. And if you don't mind my funky French accent, that's good for that. So a very light color, since Pinot Noir's got a thin skin. Let's say Cabernet Sauvignon will have like a thicker skin, bigger, you know, and fuller in the mouth, but as well as the color. For the leg, okay, what's on the glass? What's stick on the glass? This wine is very dry, so no sugar. So there's nothing, okay, that's going to stick to the glass. To the nose, It's very pure. You can either choose to go on that fruit side. If it's in Iziut, there's no change of color. It is in Iziut. And well, you know, it's 2016 and it's really, really stable and it will evolve quite well for a young vine, but it's very well done. It's 25 minutes away from Montreal, so very, very close to the big city. And what I like, they really chose that fruit-forward mouthfeel. They could have chose wood. But when you add wood to it, like a toasted wood, you don't want to overpower the fruit. So that's the little part that you always have to be careful with, okay? So if I smell it, it smells very lovely, very fruit forward, very, well, acidic in a good way, okay? It's fresh, just like if I pick a berry and I eat it. The color is not very intense, it's not dark, so it's gonna be like berries, like strawberry, cherry, okay? You can go on that blueberry side of it. It's rubyish for the color. The nose is very, very fresh, stable, and if you put it in your mouth, you get that intensity, okay? But in a very light, it's very good. In a very light way. In French, we say suave, so it's sexy. It stays, you're gonna cook it with meat, but meat in a sauce, nothing with like blood type, because you need a lot of tannin when you work, like when you cook a piece of meat that's got blood. The blood tastes like iron, okay? And sometimes it's disturbing. So if you have like a big piece of steak on the grill, as soon as you have the mentioned grill, you want like wood in your wine. And if you have that bloody sort of taste, well, then you need a lot of tannins to counterbalance the whole deal. So if you serve a Pinot Noir such as this one, Domaine St-Jacques, which is from Quebec, 25 minutes away from Montreal, St-Jacques-Le-Mineur, it's very well done, but you want a vegetarian meal. I'm working with Cook It now. So Cook It has got a good chili, like a vegetarian, not vegetable, vegetarian chili. I'm excited to have it. So you have like mushroom in it. So the key word when you cook with Pinot Noir will be mushroom. Why? Because it's quite earthy and that sort of texture and acidity is perfect to go with the pasta. It's going to balance the whole deal. So that's it for today. It's a very quick course on Pinot Noir and tannins. Remember, Pinot Noir's got a thin skin, okay, so lighter in color, lighter in tannins. Tannin is like a muscle, pretty much. You found that on the skin, in the seed, in the wood. Think about a tea. If you don't know what's a tannin, just put like a bunch of tea and drink it all. It's going to be very, very dry. This is what tannin is. It's natural, and you want to cook it, not with a piece of meat that's got blood. You want to have like a very delicate meal with it, such as a chili, vegetarian. If you are from Quebec, if you do Cook It, you have $40 off when you do Jessica Harnois. And this is from my friend Cathy Saint Laurent. I don't know how to wear it properly, but it's very cute. KSL, so store KSL. And if you do my name, you have 15% off. So we're all helping each other. And if you are single and you don't know what to do tonight, you can chit chat for free, thanks to Anne-Marie. And the code will be aromatic. All right, so that's it for tonight. I'm going to try to hook up with Max on the white keys. You can come and see us if it's working. If it doesn't, it's going to be tomorrow. And at 6 right now, I'm going to speak French. Ciao. Thanks for watching.